assassins known as pegboard. All glory and praise to the bad Lord. Kill 'em all with love. I don't care if they're talking about us. No, I don't care if they put us down. No, I don't care if the sky falls around us. We're riding on a pink cloud. Oh, oh. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. I don't care, we're riding on a pink cloud. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. We're riding on a pink cloud. I don't care if they're talking about us. No, I don't care if they put us down. No, I don't care if the sky falls around us. We're riding on a pink cloud. Oh, oh. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. I don't care, we're riding on a pink cloud. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. No, I don't care if the sky falls around us. We're riding on a pink cloud. Oh, oh.
Hello. What is up, everyone? Welcome to the stream. As you can tell by the title, we are going to be checking out the new Hydro Nation that was added to Genshin last night. Fontaine. Been waiting for this for a year. Sumeru dropped. I did play a little bit last night, so I'm already to Fontaine, but I haven't done any of the quests other than getting to Fontaine and talking to like one person. That's probably what we're gonna start with is working on our conquest as well as exploring a little bit, and I do have some condensed, so I do want to try out the new artifact domain. I think it's just one. I think they just added one domain that has two different artifact sets. Because I believe that artifact set is for the new characters, or at least who I'm trying to pull for. I pulled probably 50 times last night. Pulls on for Lenny and lost the 50-50 and pulled Jean. For some reason, the game just likes to give me Jean. The last three, so including this time, the last three times I lost the 50-50, I pulled Jean every time. Yay me, I guess. All right, let's get to transitions. Not working so well. I don't want to hear anything in the chat. Yes, I'm running like the most OP team in the game, but I joined Genshin. But when I joined Genshin, the banner that was going on was Ayaka and Shenhe. The next banner was Nilo and Vita, so that's what I built my first team with. So it is what it is. Alright, so go talk to. Check this real chat and then go and We are good to go. Right on. Genshin. Big, little aggressive. Alright, cool. Let's do this. Lynette.
Hello there. Excuse me. Are you alright? Huh? I'm fine. Thanks.
This is the first time I've ever played Genshin with the music on, because normally I like to listen to my own music when I play, but yeah, this music is lit.
Oh, okay then. We just noticed that you seem to be worried about something.
About many things, actually. But there's nothing I can do but just keep my troubles to myself. I was just reminiscing about a place my brother and I would play
Genshin
when
got
we
some
were
weird
kids.
camera angles that are not necessary sometimes.
You're pointing at the sea. Wait, are you saying that you and your brother lived in the water?
Maybe they're mermaids.
No people call the waters around Fontaine a sea. It's actually just an inland lake that's filled with fresh water.
That's a big lake.
And though I can still see that hill clearly in my memories, now it's been completely submerged. He would skip and jump, tossing sand in the wind.
Manoa, what do you mean
The sun
it's
shone
alright?
brightly, and the air was filled with the scent of
Bro,
the sea.
if you had watched the live stream, you would have seen they had a whole big orchestra and an orchestra hall that they did all the music for Fontaine. They
But now,
putting in work. I
the
feel like
water
you're
is
just hating
gradually
because of
swallowing our
Genshin.
memories. It won't be long before it swallows us.
Oh, right. Because supposedly the water level in Fontaine is rising, and like half
Doesn't really get
part
what
of
you mean.
like the city and stuff is already underwater.
Ah, I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting.
Lenny,
Are you Lynette's new friends?
Oh, and you are?
Thanks for looking after my sister. She often comes here to reminisce about our childhood, that's all. There's no need for any concern. Oh, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Linny, and this is my sister Lynette. If I had to guess, I'd say you
The
must be
magicians.
travelers from abroad.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the
if by
traveler.
abroad
We
you
just
mean
arrived in
not this
Fontaine.
world, then yes.
We were just talking with your sister. Even though we didn't really get what she was saying.
I see. It's unusual for Lynette to be so willing to talk with anyone. In fact, she seldom speaks at all. I'm usually the only one she ever talks to.
Oh, really? Then you two are just like us. Paimon's always the one talking for some reason.
Yes, and you never stop talking, Paimon. You always steal my lines,
So
woman.
that's how you think it is?
I also think my brother can be too talkative at times.
Seems you were right, Paimon. We are quite similar.
So, what did Lynette mean just now when she said that the water is engulfing your memories? And that it won't be long before it engulfs you too?
Oh, that. It's from a prophecy that's been circulating in Fontaine for some time now. Well, I suppose prophecy isn't exactly the right word, because that implies a certain amount of uncertainty.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about what's happening in
I
Fontaine
wonder if we're gonna get to, now that they've added underwater and Genshin, I wonder if we're gonna be able to like dive down in like underwater ruins and stuff.
now. Where to begin?
Oh,
Let's put that question on hold for a moment. We still haven't formally greeted each other yet, have we?
Did all the introductions earlier not count?
We never introduced ourselves, Paimon.
Hello, traveler.
That's Lord Death Brigade to you?
And hello, Paimon.
Hey! Why didn't Paimon get a handshake? You're not poking fun at Paimon, are you?
You shakes hands with emergency food?
Please, don't take offense. Just consider it a sort of etiquette we have here in Fontaine when making new friends. You should remember it. It might prove useful.
Oh, all right then. Well, Paimon's just happy to have a local friend now. By the way, we were just getting ready to go to the Opera House to meet the Hydro Archon. Would you be able to show us the way?
So you're going to see Lady Farina? No problem at all. In fact, I was planning to go to the Opera House later myself. I'll gladly take you once I finish things here.
Cool.
Please, follow me.
We had a tour guide chat. Though I don't trust them as far as I can throw them. Only because we've seen them with Arlecchino in the trailer, so we know they the bad people. Actually, they're probably just being used, but it is what it is.
You said you were going to see Lady Farina? Well, it seems Lady Farina has come to see you.
How advantageous. Yo, Fontaine's like, oh, it's the champion lady. Yo, I can't wait till she hits the banner.
So, she's the Hydro Archon? But how did she know we were looking for her?
My dear people, rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all, raise your glasses in celebration. If you don't have one, then just raise your hand in lieu. As you can all see, two unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation. Come, let us make a toast in honor of this traveler and his companion who have journeyed here from distant lands.
Oh, they're clapping for us. Yay.
Is she talking about us?
No, the other two travelers, my mom.
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you left in your wake as you visited other nations. But I welcome you nevertheless.
Turmoil and chaos.
No, I have come to receive you personally.
You'd be saving
Fear
people.
is for insignificant cowards. I am a god, and I will never entertain the notion of such meaningless wariness. You can be rest assured, I see clearly your sincerity. Of course, seeking an audience with me is the most sensible thing to do.
She's kind of a
It will
narcissist,
allow
chat.
you to truly behold my power and witness my authority. Intelligent people always gather under the correct banner. I, Focalor,
I feel like she feels like she's the
welcome you to the
strongest
nation
Archon,
of Hydro,
but I mean,
and acknowledge
guaranteed
the
Raiden
value
beating her.
and significance of your trip.
That's
Now, you may rejoice in this.
Zhongli probably beats her pretty easy. We don't know anything about Natlan's Archon and we don't know much about the Saritsa, but I'm sure they probably be boxing too.
Yeah, Paimon still can't believe it. Feels like we've
She-
only
she
been
can
here
probably
for a
beat
few
Nahida.
minutes. But the
Because I think
Hydro Archon's entrance
Nahida's
was,
the youngest of the Archons,
how should
maybe?
Paimon describe it? A little over the top?
I feel like I can't say too much on Venti because
How did you know we were coming?
I feel like we really haven't seen Venti's power.
I see.
So
As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding. Don't forget that even the gods can be divided into the mediocre and the excellent.
oh, she's straight up
I
bad mouthing the
suppose it's only
Archons now.
natural for you to be awestruck by my abilities. You had best stop and consider.
Woman,
Do
you've not
you
showed us
really
any
have noble
abilities.
qualities and etiquette necessary to communicate with a god? All it takes is a flick of my finger for me to know everything about you.
Whoa. Talk about sounding high and mighty.
Yeah. She's her own biggest fan.
Oh? What's with these looks? Perhaps the welcoming ceremony still isn't enough? What?
Is she waiting for us to start talking?
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady Farina here. What a surprise!
You might be an Archon,
Wait,
but let's not forget
Does
we
this
was
mean
boxing
they're
with
the
the
legendary
heavenly
blonde traveler?
principals.
How did I not notice before?
We lost.
Hey, what's all the commotion?
We fought Celestia.
Is
Let's
that
calm
Lady
down, lady.
Farina? Is there some kind of drama going on?
Of course. That's the blonde traveler. The one all those stories are about. Lady Farina came here to personally see him. Oh, I bet this is gonna be the duel of the century.
Ooh, oh, we found hands.
Got to see this.
I'm all
I
down.
knew
Let's
Lady
go.
Farina would never disappoint.
Yes, but don't get too excited now. My dear believers and spectators alike tend to get quite rowdy, and despite the noise, I've come to tolerate all their ruckus. You may consider this my reward to all of you. I have determined that there will be an epic duel between myself and this traveler from another land, just as you were hoping to see.
Now she wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
I mean, we did. Yeah, fighting gods. I've got a resume. That's true. We did fight Raiden. I don't know why in the cutscenes it always shows the traveler with that dull sword. It's like you think we would have
Are you
gotten an
not
upgrade
afraid?
since
Might I remind you that this is a duel
woke up.
against the divine?
What are you trying to do, traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
she said she wanted to fight. What do you
Stand
mean?
down, Clorend. I admire his bravery. Few
Gameplay
have the
tutorial,
courage
what's
to
up?
draw their sword
Welcome.
against a god. He is obviously a true warrior. Unfortunately,
She acts like we've never
people
fought an
nowadays
Archon
only
before.
crave to be thrilled, and a mere duel will not slake their thirst for excitement.
Huh. Yeah, she's right. Just a duel wouldn't be all that interesting.
She's scared. She don't want
On
these stupid
Aranias, criminals are always requesting duels to defend their honor. I'm getting a bit old, to tell the truth.
You see. Then, as the god of justice, I shall face this traveler in another kind of duel. A duel in court!
That does make sense with this being the nation of justice.
Right! Now that'll be worth seeing!
Right. This is Fontaine, after all. Such a grand opera house, it would be a pity not to use it.
Why do you care so much about the crowd's reactions? Seems you've spent a little too much time in the opera house. Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel in court? You mean you're going to put us on trial?
I mean, yeah, we haven't committed any crimes.
Oh, we have reason to put you on trial. It's obvious, isn't it?
Obviously not.
According to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to release any flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month. You are clearly guilty of violating this law, no?
Oh, Paimon's
So
not an
that's what
object.
they've done wrong. That's our Lady Farina. No one knows the laws of Fontaine like she does.
You call that obvious? What kind of law is that? Wait, flying object? You mean Paimon?
Precisely! Now, if you two have no objections, then in the name of the Hydro Archon, I order your arrest.
My apologies, Lady Farina. I don't mean to spoil the fun, but if you would allow me to interject, I
Yeah,
don't
that's kinda
think that
crazy.
Paimon here meets the definition of a flying object.
You tell her, Linny!
We just met
Finally
this
someone
man and he's
who's
already
not
coming to bat
crazy.
for us. That's
How
a
could anyone
true
call
day
Paimon
one
a
right there.
flying object?
Ah, great magician Linny, my beloved citizen. I'll permit you to object, but how exactly do you plan to prove your claim?
As a magician who just rained on your parade, I naturally should shoulder the responsibility of saving the show. So, with such an audience gathered here, allow me to perform a trick
go,
for
Lenny.
everyone.
Save us. He just put Paimon on the leash.
Ta-da!
So she's a pet now?
What's that on Paimon's back? Hey, when did you do that?
Oh, Lenny can mark people. Kind of like how Minato marks people when he touches them. Naruto.
There. As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well, something like a balloon. This rope has been in the traveler's hand all along. It was just that no one could see it before.
Yo, Paimon is not gonna
You call
like
that
being
magic?
called
You've got to be
a
joking.
balloon.
I thought it was pretty good. Nice one.
Huh. I'm not sure what to think. It seems Lady Farina's charges no longer hold water.
Amusing. Very amusing, Linny. Just the sort of unexpected twist that I enjoy. With you here, today's performance can finally be called complete.
Performance? You see all this as a performance?
In which case, consider the matter of your trial resolved.
Oh,
The
really?
god of justice will not bring charges against an innocent person.
I feel like
But
we have to go to
when
trial
there
at some
are
point.
valid grounds, I will not only judge travelers from abroad, but even the gods of other lands.
Yeah, I don't think that's how that works.
I look forward to seeing your
I
upcoming
kind of want to see how
performance
strong
at
she
the
is,
Opera
because
House,
she definitely
Mr.
thinks that she's the
Linny and Miss
strongest, and I
Lynette.
just don't think there's
That's
any way
enough
she's
for
stronger
now.
than Raiden.
Toodaloo!
Or even Zhongli. But we'll see. I think the leak that I saw, I think she's supposed to be on the banners for
Just like
4.2,
She's
I
gone.
believe.
Well, that's the most unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen. We never even had a chance to ask her anything. But that's a problem for future Paimon.
Yeah, I don't think she's
that
gonna
whole
help
scene
us
just now
at the
was
moment.
really...
Don't mention it. I just happened to remember that there was such a law, so I did a little preparation, just in case. I didn't
That's
think
the
it would
homie
actually
right
come in
there.
handy. So, now do you see what kind of god Lady Farina is?
Absolutely, Manoa.
She can be a bit confusing
Absolutely.
at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
She is the worst.
Anyway, Paimon had no idea you were a magician, Linny. It sounded like you'll be
How
performing
did you
at the
not know
Opera
he was
House,
a magician?
I just know a few simple tricks I use to make a living. Lynette is
He's
my
got the
assistant.
magician's hat and everything, Paimon.
It will actually be my first time performing on the most prestigious stage in Fontaine, the Opera House.
But isn't the Opera House where criminal trials are held in Fontaine?
True, true, true.
When there are no public trials being held, the Opera House hosts a variety of other performances. To the people of Fontaine, the line between a trial and a performance can be a little blurred. And speaking of performances, I would be remiss to forego this opportunity gifted by fate. Might I invite the two of you to see my performance?
Sure.
My brother's always
Least we can
excited
do
to
is
make
you
new
saved
friends.
us.
Oh, sure. We don't really have anything to do now, and we wanted to go to the Opera House anyway.
Splendid.
Wonder if it's the
In that
performance
case,
that we
why
saw
don't we go
in
together? I'll show you the way.
the live
I
stream
just have
preview
something to take care of first.
with Arlecchino.
You really mean it? Then I'll take you up on your offer. This is a magical item known as a magic pocket. Perhaps you can help me distribute them to the people here.
Oh, is this... First off, they could have come up with something better than this. But I wonder if this is like a bag of holding type deal.
What are they going to use it for?
About that... You asked me before about the prophecy, right? Let me start by telling you a little more about what it entails. I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a prophecy has been circulating around Fontaine. It says that every person in Fontaine is born with sin. No matter how the nation of justice holds trial after trial, this sin cannot be absolved. Until one day, the water levels in Fontaine will rise, and the sinful people will slowly be drowned.
What?
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
It doesn't sound like washing
That
away.
sounds
It
pretty
sounds like
gloomy.
genocide.
Why are people in Fontaine born with sin? What is that supposed to mean?
I feel like we're not asking the
There
right
are
questions here,
lots
Paimon.
of guesses. Some say that the ancestors of Fontaine stole the power of the seas and stirred its wrath. Others say that the people of Fontaine never heeded the first Hydro Archon's warnings and offended Celestia. But here in Fontaine, evidence is what matters. There hasn't been concrete evidence for any of these claims, so they can only be regarded as conjecture.
I definitely don't want to
even the
make enemies of
people in
Celestia. We
Fontaine
saw
don't know
how
what
well
sin
that
they
worked for
committed.
Dragon
Wouldn't it be
Spine.
better just to ignore
And the
the
Sealy.
prophecy completely? Why bother feeling guilty all the time?
That's exactly what the people did at first. But in the last few years, the water levels in Fontaine have actually started rising.
Many places have already been completely submerged, and now lie beneath the sea.
Many people carry on with their lives as before and shrug it off
that's
as
why
a
they
natural
build so high up in
phenomenon.
the air.
But my family and
sense.
I think that the people of Fontaine shouldn't ignore the possibility, which would end up sentencing them to death. We hope that at least the people who reside near the waterfront can move away before it's too late. So, we've started distributing magic pockets to them. As a magical item, these magic pockets have astonishing capacity.
So yeah, it's a bag
I'm
of
sure
holding.
they will come in handy when people are moving their belongings.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It's like preparing for a rainy day!
Perhaps only absolute power could ever contend with such a catastrophe.
Well,
But
if
who
your
knows?
Archon's as
We're
strong
just
as she
tiny
says she
specks
is,
in the grand scheme of things. Now,
Why can't you
if
stop
you'd
it?
like to help, then please give these magic pockets to anyone nearby. Be sure to convince them to take it, regardless of what they say.
oh, we got an achievement. Hear about the prophecy. Alright, so let's go hand out some bags or magical pockets.
What's this? Ah, so you also believe in the prophecy. Keep it. I won't have any use for it.
What? You mean you don't believe in the prophecy?
No, I believe in the prophecy. But I also believe in another story. The story says that people once lived in the ocean. They were one with the ocean and couldn't live apart from it.
Ah, one
As
of
time
those
wore
people.
on, people desired to live on land and developed blood vessels, encapsulating the sea within their bodies. Thus could people set foot on land.
I don't think that's how that
So,
worked.
if you ask me, when the water rises and takes us all, it'll be like we're going home.
Oh, we hadn't heard that one before. But people can't live underwater. They'll die. You should probably still take it.
All right, I'll take it.
I feel like
I guess I
with the
just
fact
feel
that
that
like there's
being
already like
dissolved into
parts
the
of the
water
city and stuff
doesn't
that are
necessarily mean death.
already underwater, like how can you not believe the prophecy at this point? Alright, 1 down, 2 to go. Excuse me, sir.
So you're the blonde traveler that everyone's been talking about. My apologies for not recognizing you earlier.
I'll let it slide this time, sir.
Oh, a magic pocket? Seems you really thought of everything. I guess it's better to prepare for the worst and hope for the
Yep,
best.
totally us. We came up with
Thanks.
it.
Please, also thank the magician on my behalf when you get the chance.
Alright, last one is over here.
Huh? I don't want that thing. Way I see it, if the prophecy's true, it's still gonna be a long time before the water can cover everything. Life is all about living in the moment. What use is there in worrying about the future all the time? We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
You should still
Yeah,
take it.
but
never
it
know
would
when
be
it'll come in
better to be
handy.
prepared.
Oh, all right, fine. Thanks. It's just that if I start moving, that means I've already given up on the life I have now. I'd
But
really
if you
rather
don't
not.
move and the prophecy happens, then you're just giving up your life. So take the bag and don't talk back to the blonde traveler.
I can't wait to give her my gift.
Where's this? There he is.
Oh, you already handed out all of the magic pockets? That was fast.
You only gave us 3.
So, what did people have to say? I bet you heard some, interesting opinions. Yes, but that will change once disaster strikes. I know they'll change their minds, so it's only right to help them prepare.
True. True, true.
Is there anything else you need to do before we leave?
Yes, one last thing. I have the magic pockets made by a workshop in the court of Fontaine. Since we're out and about, I was thinking about bringing him some more materials.
So, you want to collect materials?
I'm
Just tell us what the
curious how
materials
they're
look like
going
and
to
we'll help. Many hands make light work.
Oh, that would be much
introduce Bennett
appreciated.
to Fontaine.
We'll need some romaritime flowers. I
know
remember
that there's
seeing
going
them
to
near the
be,
waterfront on the east side of the harbor.
A story about with him in a, I think it's a toy shop. In the live stream you see a toy that looks identical to Bennett. So I wonder when it's coming, because Bennett is one of the 4 stars that you can get.
It seems we have to use Hydro to collect romaritime flowers.
Oh, it's a good thing I have run 2 hydros. I'm curious too what the Hydro Traveler's abilities are going to be. I've not seen it yet. I also need to start farming stuff for Lenny, because I am going to pull him, hopefully. Well, I've already lost the 50-50 early, so I should get him fairly quick.
You made quick work of that. I can tell you're an experienced traveler.
And
I've also finished
I've
collecting
seen
a few
one to
here.
Lynette.
Maybe next time
and
you'll feel like helping too, Lynette.
see one
No
Beto so
way.
far from it.
I'm in power
and
saving mode today. Otherwise, I fear I may not have any energy
Power
left for the
saving mode? What are
performance
you,
at
a
the Opera
robot?
House.
Fine.
And then I
Though the
think I've got my
performance is
Bennett
still a
to
long
C3
way off.
now.
Now that we're finished here, we should get ready to head back to the court of
So, we're going to the court of Fontaine before we head to the Opera House? Good. Paimon wants a tour of Fontaine's largest city and try...
Try what we
Wait,
just started walking.
Have you noticed that person over there? the young girl.
Huh? What's wrong with her? Paimon didn't notice anything.
She's obviously a thief. Magicians and thieves practice similar methods. We divert attention, and a distracted audience is one that won't discover what you're really doing. Watch her movements carefully.
How dare.
Oh, he's right!
Shh, keep your voice down. We need to think of a way to catch her, but it seems she's very alert. Perhaps we should split up.
chase her, tackle her, handcuff her.
You two can ride the lift over there and wait up top. I bet
think
that'll
that
be her
works
escape
pretty
route if she
easily.
tries to run. All right, let's go.
Doo-doo. It's nice that they have an elevator, because it is I stupidly tried to climb it the first time, and yeah, it's not possible. I mean, it probably is, but it was rough. I also could have just teleported to the Statue of the Seven. Ooh, Hydroculus. Oh, while we're here, it's gonna ruin my team comp for a second, but there's a name with Hydra. I really hope they add, ooh, got an achievement for that. Hope they add loadouts to the game, because I might, if the Hydro Traveler's good, might run a team comp with him, but at the same time I run him in my Bloom team, and so I don't want to have to be removing artifacts and weapons and doing all sorts of stuff when I switch between teams. Alright, let's see his ability. Go! Interesting. He shoots like a ball of water. Oh, dude, lit? You got a hydro machine gun? Out this man's pointer finger? It's kind of lit. Interesting. Alright. For the time being, we're gonna change this up a little bit. See, we'll swap this with Cole.
Trainee Forest Ranger Cole, reporting.
We'll swap this with the Hydro Traveler.
There's still a long road ahead.
Mainly because she's almost dead.
Hold the line.
I really want to see what his ult is. I know I just left so much damage on the table swapping out Nilo. It's temporary. This Hydroculus. I think the Hydroculus look really cool. I'm curious to see how many Hydroculus there are. There has to be a lot.
This is
I
the
think
spot where Lenny
Sumeru
wanted
has
us to wait.
200 and something.
Oh,
Andrew, I definitely could have made that easier myself, but you know me, I gotta be difficult. Time to arrest this woman.
oh no. Did she notice us? She started running the other direction. What should we do? Should we chase her?
Andrew, have you seen how long have you been here? Have you seen the Hydro Traveler's hydro machine gun out of his finger?
You're right. She might also... Nothing's happened for a while now. Paimon
One
wonders
job,
if Lenny
Paimon.
caught the thief. Yeah, let's go.
Are you sure that's all she took? You should check to make sure you're not missing anything else.
No, that was all. Oh, I can't thank you enough. I didn't notice a thing earlier. Anyway, I should be going now. Thanks again.
Yeah,
Oh, were you returning what the thief had stolen?
I just resonated with the statue.
That's right. Pity
It's
I
interesting.
wasn't...
I saw the general direction she went, but Lenny twisted his ankle, and I needed to make sure he was okay.
Oh, did you get hurt, Lenny?
I'll be all right. It's just
for
a
sure,
twisted
for
ankle,
sure.
that's all.
There's
In fact, it's feeling
something
better
not
already.
right with these people.
If you want to play at being a hero, at least try not to get hurt doing it. Imagine what would happen if you managed to derail our performance
I
as a
find it
result.
kind of funny, like how
You're right, you're
full
right.
of herself the Hydro
Sorry,
Archon
Lynette.
is. Acting like she finna
I have to admit that the
box with
thief was even
Raiden
more skilled than
and
I had
win.
anticipated. But at least we were able to get the stolen items back, so it wasn't a
I'm curious how
complete
strong
fail.
she actually is, because she thinks she's the strongest, but I just don't see her
Things turned out all right in the end, though. Lenny's
being
initiative
the
paid
strongest. I think she's the second
All
youngest Archon.
right, let's put this little detour behind us. We should go to the court of Fontaine now.
Onward. Oh, we finally get to ride the bus. Oh, absolutely. She was all confident until we agreed to the fight, and then she got real scared.
So, we ride this thing to go into the city? What an ingenious way to get around. People in Fontaine really know how to use water.
so far
This
it's
is
been
an
really good.
aquabus. It allows people to travel between
Fontaine
several
is
key locations
beautiful.
around Fontaine.
This music.
It's pretty
lit.
convenient, but the ride can become a little dull after a while. The scenery is always the same. That's why it's better to travel
I'm
with
interesting.
friends.
Interesting.
You mean
I
it's
mean,
still
I am
boring,
interesting,
even
but
when I'm riding with
I'm
you.
interested to see what the Dainslift Archon
No, that's
quest
not
is
what
going
I
to be
meant.
here.
It's just that, well, you don't really talk that much. Besides, it doesn't really feel like a real trip when it's just the two of us. It's the same as being at home.
Also, it doesn't really bother me because
Whatever.
it's been debatable. Nah,
That's
fam.
what it's like to be an older brother.
It doesn't bother me because
It's about time for us to leave. Let's get on
we
board.
just got here and everything. It has been a lot of dialogue, but it's been really good dialogue. So. Oh, is this Charlotte? I'm surprised she wasn't
excuse me?
on
Aren't you the great magician, Lenny? And his assistant,
the,
Lynette?
the first banner.
Hello? I don't
She was,
believe we...
she was the first Fontaine character that we got to see. I think they introduced her in the
I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the
3.7
Steamboat.
live stream. Like the early
Nice to
Fontaine
meet you.
teasers.
From the Steambird, huh? We've often relied on your paper to promote our performances.
It's an honor to meet you.
Wait, could that be the legendary traveler who's been making headline after headline in their journey across Tibet?
Yes, you could say that.
Amazing! You recognize everybody almost immediately!
Yeah, I think I'm
I
going to
wouldn't
play
be much
with
of a reporter if I
music
didn't know
on for
who's
forever
who, would
now.
I? Wow, today must be my day. Who knew I would end up on the same boat as so many VIPs? Could my vision finally be showing me some favor?
Right? Yeah,
So,
yeah,
Charlotte,
for sure.
What do you usually report
Well, when there isn't
She's
any breaking
a-
news, I mainly cover the trials of
She's
the
a
opera.
4-star, right?
You could still manage to keep readers' attention as long as you tell things from a clever enough angle, even if it's the same old topics. For example, reporting on how a scammer once deceived vulnerable girls into relationships, or how a financial criminal was once so poor that they ate a
pretty
single
sure she's
piece
a
of
4-star.
bread for 5 days.
I guess they did it because they wanted to have all the siblings on the first phase. Because the featured 4-star for this is Lynette, and then phase 2 is Fremnet. But
That's fine and all, but what I'm really after is exclusive, sensational
I
news
guess
pieces
they
that
honestly
could
could
shake
have
the
made
country.
her the feature.
These smaller stories are a waste of my talents. Oh, I just
Oh,
remembered.
absolutely!
I've
I
been
can't
following a
believe they
case
made
lately.
the
Well, a
the
series of cases,
champion
actually.
duelist chick
You mean the
4-star.
serial disappearances of
Like, I
young women?
thought for sure she would have been a 5-star.
That's right. These stories are the talk of the town right now, and it's probably the most mysterious case we've ever seen. If I'm the first with a draft ready to publish when the case is finally cracked, and it's the headline story in the Steambird, oh, when that happens, I bet all the other reporters will shed tears of
Man, I'm gonna
envy.
need you to calm down.
I've already gathered all kinds of materials. I just can't wait for the truth to be revealed.
So, what is the serial disappearances of young women case? You mean the culprit hasn't been found?
Oh,
That's right. The first missing girl case happened almost 20 years ago. And ever since, after a period of time, another girl disappears. What the cases have in common is that the girls are all of a similar age, and that they've all vanished without a trace. But the scariest part is that to this day, none of the girls have ever been found. Many suspects have been arrested over the years in connection with this case, but shortly after each arrest, another disappearance would always happen. Yes, it's possible. But either way, I believe that every case has some precise truth
I feel like
behind
they
it,
could have gave her
waiting to be exposed.
better name.
Yes, I agree. And at the very least, the family of those missing girls deserves some sort of explanation. I just imagined for a second what I would do if Lynette were to suddenly disappear. I'd pay any price to get her back, and then find a way to track down the culprit.
Please don't imagine that, Lenny.
Actually, it looks like she's gonna be believed to be a 5-star. So, but it hasn't been confirmed.
Hey, we're almost there! Look!
I wonder if she'll, if you'll be able to use her in like a Raiden team comp. Maybe replace like Kujo-Sara with her. I mean, honestly, like Raiden works well with pretty much anybody, but yo, this looks so freaking good. That's true. I feel like being a champion duelist, she's got to be a DPS, or at least like she's got to be a DPS or a solid sub DPS.
Well, I really enjoyed chatting with you. Life should be full of pleasant little surprises like this.
Yeah, us as well. The ride went by too quickly.
Ah, I have an interview to get to. I should get going before I'm late.
Bye, Charlotte.
Okay, Hyman hopes we can chat again soon, Charlotte. See ya!
Bye now. Oh, be sure to stop by and see me at the Steambird when you have time.
What a tough job. Always running around and interviewing everyone. Well, where should we go now?
To the opera
If you
house.
don't mind, how about we stop by my home
Or
first? Besides, I
his
still
home.
have all the materials we collected.
Oh, that's right. We were supposed to drop those
Sure,
off at the
we wouldn't mind
workshop
at all.
place.
This city is so huge, Paimon wouldn't know where to start anyway.
Do do. Do do. Do do. Dude, Fontaine looks so good. The I was watching Doro run the new artifact domain last night. It looks pretty easy. It's just 5 of like the mechas of Fontaine. So I wonder. I think he said that the artifact set, one of them is. I'm pretty sure they're strictly for the new characters, although I think you can use them for others, obviously. But I need to start farming for Lenny.
This is our current abode. Ah, Fremine, you're home. Where did everyone else go? I have some new friends that I would like to introduce.
Oh, they all just went out a moment ago.
Ah, Fremnant. The diver.
I see. Everyone is getting busier now that Father will be returning soon.
I wonder,
suppose that can't be helped.
If you dive with him, if he actually puts on like the
Allow me to introduce you
helmet
to my
thing
little
that we saw
brother,
him with
Fremine.
in the live
He
stream.
is a phenomenal diver.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
No, Paimon is emergency
very proud
food.
to have a diver as a brother, Linny.
Lenny, could you come here for a moment?
His voice actor sounds familiar.
What is it, Fremine? Do you have something to tell me?
I probably would have had I known that this was gonna be so much just constant dialogue. Not complaining. I just would have probably spent some time exploring.
Okay, I see.
Is everything all right?
Oh, it's nothing. We were just discussing a little housework. Sorry for the interruption. Oh, before I forget, the Traveler and I collected more materials to make magic pockets. Were you able to get any, Fremine?
Yes, I went diving and gathered lots of materials. I was about to give them to you.
Man, his voice actor
That's
sounds
our
familiar.
Fremine.
I
Always
gotta look
quick
now,
with
it's
the
gonna bother me.
underwater work. All right, I'll take these to the workshop.
Let's see.
Looks like rain.
Oh, you're right. But wasn't it clear and sunny just a moment ago? Fontaine's weather sure is weird.
I'm afraid that's just how it is here. It often rains on days where there are trials being held in the
he
Opera
voice
House,
acts
but
in
don't
Record of
worry,
Ragnarok.
it'll clear
That's
up
probably
soon
where I
enough.
know him from.
What's wrong, Fremine?
There's a legend about the rain that I tend to believe. It's said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Though we don't know where the dragon went.
Dragon
Every
of
time
water.
it weeps, the skies will cloud up
I wonder
and
if
pour
that's
out
one of
rain.
the Sovereign 7
When I was a child,
from
my mother told me that if I wanted to go outside
before
and play,
the
I should
Primordial
yell
one
toward the
came
sky
down.
at the top of my lungs. Hydro Dragon! Hydro Dragon! Don't cry!
If it's an elemental dragon, then having the power to make it rain wouldn't be very unusual. Let Paimon try something. Hydro Dragon!
Yeah, you
don't
don't want to make Lisa mad.
Doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all.
You know, you might be a more popular magician if you understood the concept of romanticism.
When you get on
or
after
could
work,
at least play along.
Sorry. It might be because we've never met
shoot me
the
a
Hydro
text.
Dragon. Perhaps it can't be comforted by the words of strangers. It rained for longer than I suspected. Oh, it's already getting late.
Was there something you needed to do, Linny?
Deuces.
Yeah, some preparations for the show at the Opera House. I need to find a way to catch the last aqua bus of the day. On the day of the
So you're supposed to be our
performance,
tour
just ride the
guide?
aqua bus
We're
to the
doing
island
a
of
lot
Aranias.
of your chores.
I'll have Lynette meet you at the fountain in front of the Opera House.
Oh, are you leaving now?
What is it, Fremine? I'm in a hurry. Oh, I get it. You feel nervous delivering the materials for the magic pockets, is that it? Perhaps we could trouble the Traveler to help us take these materials to the Beaumont workshop and deliver them to the owner there? I'm afraid that Fremine can be quite introverted. And the
we
boss
have
there tends
to.
to be pretty talkative. Fremine has always been a little afraid of her.
No trouble at all. Don't worry, we're on the case.
Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm quite useless when it comes to such tasks. I'll think of a way to make it up to you.
Oh, no need, no need. This will be a walk in the park for us.
Go to the workshop. Oh, when did we get all the way up here? Oh, I guess we did take the thing. Let's get the Statue of the Seven real quick. Which way is it? To the right.
Fresh fruits, sweeter than syrup. No way. I'm not guessing.
It should be up here somewhere. Okay, mistakes were made. I went farther away from it. So it's up there somewhere. It's gonna be a staircase or an elevator or something.
A reward on the road.
How do we get up there? I guess we could climb. I feel like there should be a legitimate way up here. I keep seeing these and thinking they're actual chests. Game, I don't want to climb on everything. Anything back here? Oh, I actually just went to where we're supposed to go. I bet you we could just climb here and climb there and get it. Let's do this first.
Hello? Is there anyone here?
Oh, hello there. New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made? Or perhaps you're just looking for a chat with me.
Oh no, we're just here to deliver some materials. Here they are. They're for making...
Ah, these must be for Magic Pockets. I could tell right away. I've already made several orders worth now.
Lit.
No need. They've already prepaid several batches worth. When they told me what they'd be using them for, I even offered them a discount. But they insisted on paying the full amount, saying that I had a business to run. It seems both their hearts and their pockets are made of gold.
Whoa. So, is Linny actually loaded?
That's good.
I can't say for sure.
Because
but
I
who knows?
am poor.
Maybe there's good
and
money
need
to be
all
made
the
being a
more.
magician in Fontaine.
Been
Hey! Is this
crowning
machine what you used
talents
to make stuff here?
lately,
It
and
looks
it's
really advanced.
drained all the more I had.
Why use your hands
Spent
when
like
the
the last
machine
couple
can do
days
the work? It would
doing
be a waste
getting
not to use
condensed
the latest
and doing
technology. And wasting is
ley
a
line
kind of
of-
crime.
well.
When does a big machine
I think I'm back up over a milli.
Well, it's a little complicated. I'm not sure I can put it in layman's terms for you. But basically, everything
Which
we
is
usually
basically
use
nothing.
here in the city is powered
Especially
by
now that I have
Indemnium.
a couple
It's a type of
characters that I
energy
need
that's
to
produced from trials.
level up.
How can trials produce energy?
I think from 1 to 90.
Well, I'm not completely sure
It
of all the
takes, like,
details myself, but
Almost 2
basically,
million more.
when a trial is in session, the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale harvests people's belief in justice and converts it into energy
I'm
to
sorry,
be used
what did
all
she
around
just say? Was that
Fontaine.
So that's what its other function is?
what language was that?
Paimon heard that the Oratrice was created by the Archon to make judgments. But Paimon still doesn't get it. How could something unreliable like people's beliefs be turned into a stable power source for these machines? Oh, yeah! So that means the Hydro Archon relies on the machine to take the energy created by belief and turn it into power for all of Fontaine, right?
Even though I've never heard anyone really put it that way before, it sounds like it makes sense. Besides Indemnium, we have another type of energy called Pneumosia. It isn't produced by the power of the Archon, but it is unstable by nature. Even now, it still cannot be widely used by civilians.
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away. Since you're already talking, I'm sure you wouldn't mind a few words with me.
You again? Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the more I owe to Confrérie of Cabriere by next month? Why are you
I
hounding
feel
me
like
now?
we're about to fight these people.
Yeah, but how do we know that you won't go running off by the end of this month? I want 50% today. Wait, no? 70%.
How about my fist in your face?
Seems business isn't so great for the workshop. We've already finished our job and delivered the materials. Maybe now's a good time to leave?
Hey, hold on. Before you go around trying to collect payments, why don't you settle your own debts first? If Confrérie of Cabriere wants to poach clients from Northland Bank, that's fine. But I'm afraid you still owe the bank a hefty sum of mora. So why don't we work things out between us first, before you get back to your little conversation here?
You're from Northland Bank. But we said we'll pay everything we owe next month.
This man
Why
just
are you
said the
hounding me
exact
now?
same thing that she said.
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine. What are the chances?
We're surprised to see you too. What are you doing here in Fontaine? You didn't want to stay in Snezhnai?
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine for some time now, and honestly, things have been pretty boring.
This makes sense why a child
But it
is
seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good
on
friends here now,
the first
the ones
banner
who always seem to find
4.0,
trouble.
or the phase 2.
Either way you look at it, it seems things are
4.0.
going to get a lot more interesting now.
Pretty sure we
But
want
what
to avoid
doesn't make
anything that
sense
you'd find interesting.
is why Zhongli.
Besides, our trip here has gone pretty well so far. Right, Traveler?
I don't know why the Geo Archon would be... Unless they just wanted to do a rerun for him.
Hey, you, Northland Bank boy. Aren't you forgetting something?
I would not
Don't
talk
interrupt.
to him like that.
It's
His
not
name
often
might
I
be
run
Child,
into the
but
Traveler like this. Why don't you wait for me over
he
there?
is strong.
You kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to sit and twiddle our thumbs while you catch up with your friends? Listen to me, boy. If you want your mora, fine. Why don't you come and take it?
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler, the last time I took Tonya and Tusser ice fishing, Tusser said,
Hey! That's way over the line! All right, boys, let's see who has to pay up now!
can you at least let me finish one sentence?
Bad move,
Fine.
homie.
Though the bank told me not to get rough with our clients. You're the ones who started it.
I wonder if he's going to
This
use
is an
Foul
act of
Legacy.
self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
I'm sure this won't take long.
Oh, we get to be Child.
Yeah, shouldn't let your guard down. No time to lose.
Oh, you snake. I've only ever played the child once, and that was during his story quest.
You're mine.
I have no clue how to play him.
Oh, what's your deal, Brad? How are you so strong if you're just a staffer from Snezhnaya's Northland Bank? Wait.
Oh, you didn't know
don't
he's
tell
a
me you're-
harbinger?
Oh, now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think? Just make sure you understand that you don't mess with Northland Bank. Got it? Huh?
Now's my chance!
Huh. That was weird.
How did he think that was gonna go?
I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydro powers when I needed them.
Yeah,
Maybe there's something wrong with my vision?
No, I think the Hydro Archon's just being a big baby.
How did that happen? First time Paimon's ever heard of someone losing control of their vision.
Never mind. It
It's a
doesn't
good thing
matter.
Child has a delusion,
If I want to
though.
stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
Exactly.
So what are you doing in Fontaine, child? And don't say it's work for Northland Bank.
But it's worked for Northland
Well,
Bank.
I guess it's because I've been in a bad mood lately.
Oh, after we beat you?
What kind of reason is that? Wait, since when do you feel down about anything?
I don't know. Maybe I still have a lot to learn about myself. But recently, there seems to be some sort of restless power stirring inside of me. And I don't know why, but every now and then I feel like I'm in a terrible mood.
I wonder if it has something to do with his,
You losing control of your vision just
his
now
foul
is
legacy
connected with that
transformation.
power you're feeling inside.
I know it always hurts him when he uses it.
That is a possibility.
Oh, we're waiting on me here.
I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when I was 14, I fell into some unknown abyss. It was during that time I learned nearly all of my abilities. The one who took me under her wing and taught me was named Skirk. She was always quiet and very mysterious. Nobody knew where she came from or what she had been through, and she was always very strict when teaching me combat techniques. One time, I asked her why she was willing to take me on as an apprentice. From what I could make of her answer, it was because I had awakened it, and traces of it remained on me. She said that all my combat training would be useful in the future.
Interesting.
But what is it? What did you awaken?
She never explained that, but my guess is that it's related to a dream I saw when I had just fallen into that abyss.
Interesting.
In my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea, and the boundless seabed was all around me. But in front of me appeared a whale that was so massive, I felt like I couldn't breathe.
A whale? Oh, that sounds familiar! When we fought against you before, you summoned a huge whale that seemed to leap at us. Is that the one?
That's just an abstract form of a whale that I create using my elemental powers.
Why do I
It
not
takes
remember
that
the
shape
whale?
because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck in my mind. I'll never forget it.
So you used the whale as inspiration for one of your moves? Huh. Seems a little twisted to Paimon. So why don't you just go ask your master? Maybe she knows the answer.
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss.
Skirk?
But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing. There isn't even a trace of the place where I remember falling into the abyss.
Oh, it sounds like some kind of ghost story.
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this point, but there's nothing more I can do. It seems that strange encounters in this world tend to be elusive like that. Oh, seems the time really flies when I'm talking with you. I just remembered I have somewhere else I need to be, so I should get going.
Us too, we
More
got,
work for the
got
Northland Bank?
somewhere to be.
No, it's more of a personal appointment. Lately, I've been sparring with some of Fontaine's official champion duelists whenever I'm feeling bored.
Ooh.
Official champion duelist?
With
You mean
the,
it's their job to duel?
the one lady. Can't pronounce her name. It's
In
like
Fontaine, before a criminal goes to court,
It's not chlorine.
they're given
it's
one chance to
spelled
defend their honor
similarly.
by requesting a duel with an official champion duelist. The champion duelists are all powerful fighters selected from among the nation's best. And the duel itself is a no-holds-barred fight with no specified stopping point.
Interesting.
So engaging in such a duel
Wonder
is
if we're gonna
regarded
get
as
to
a
fight her.
symbol of defending your honor. If a criminal manages to win the duel, they'll be acquitted. But if they lose, they'll have no choice but to stand trial. And the worst-case scenario is that you're simply killed in the duel. Though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty, from what I can tell, no one has ever been officially sentenced to death.
Interesting.
So really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly value their honor. Otherwise, why gamble with your life?
So, do many people actually get out of their trials by winning the duel?
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontaine probably enacted this system as a way to show that the nation respects the honor of its citizens. Besides, none of the champion duelists are to be trifled with, which is exactly why I was itching to face them as soon as I got to Fontaine. Apparently, the one I'm
Child's
meeting today,
always been-
Clorend,
Oh,
is
Clorend,
the
that's how
strongest
you
of the
say her name.
champion duelists. I had been asking her for some time before she finally agreed to face me today.
Well, that's Child for ya.
I kind of want to see this duel.
Paimon feels like we heard that name somewhere before.
Oh, before I forget, I want you to have this.
Huh? Your vision? You're seriously just giving it away?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel, so I think I'll be better off without it for now.
Yo, Child's giving us his
Besides,
vision?
I just need you to hold on to it for a short while. I'll come retrieve it when I have some time later.
Paimon knows what you're up to. You just want an excuse to come talk to us again, don't you?
Whatever gave you that idea? I'll be in touch later.
But Child, all your abilities are
That
hydro.
sneaky guy. He said he's been feeling down lately, but he seemed the same as ever to Paimon. Well, since we don't have much to do for now, we might as well walk around and see the city before Lenny's performance.
Ooh, finally some exploration. No, I'm not gonna get to actually explore.
Wow! Who could have seen that coming? The reporter who was barely around for most of the story was the murderer all along!
Yeah, Paimon,
sorry.
spoiler alert.
Paimon was just surprised, that's all. Whew. Paimon never saw that twist coming. The murder mystery novels here are amazing!
How did you have time to read a whole novel?
The whodunits here in Fontaine are a lot different than the light novels you see from Yai Publishing House. Both have their merits, but Paimon thinks this style of novels are more, well, novel. It's so exciting to reach the moment when the mystery is uncovered, especially in the one Paimon was just reading. You should buy a copy and read it too. Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, you ruined it,
Paimon will
Paimon.
be
You
more
ruined it and
careful
I'm
next
leaving.
time. Hey, shouldn't we be heading to the opera house to see Lenny's performance soon?
Yes,
it's
we
almost time for
probably
the show
should
to
if
start,
you
so
stop
we should
talking.
get going. Lenny said that the opera house is on Aranias, so let's go ride the aqua bus.
Oh, we are not where we were before. What? Interesting. There's no way this is all of Fontaine, right? They've got to be like adding more areas like they did with the desert. Alright, let's see if we can figure out how to get this statue of the 7. Also, there's a waypoint here. Go, Primos. It's directly north. Oh, here's the we probably can't do reputation stuff yet. Probably have to go what? Sir Arthur? I'm sure like something will oh, you skank. Something will probably eventually take us there, but why wait? Oh, there it is. I see the glow. Does anyone else play on PC and have like the, for some reason, uber trouble getting your glider to come out sometimes? Oh, this is the new, you can't drown in Fontaine, but you have a sprint bar. I also have this problem where the game's just like, yeah, you don't want to be climbing anymore, and just drop me for no reason. Oh, yeah, definitely can't climb up here. Or here. How am I supposed to get up here? Guess over here. I need to finish my statues of the 7 in I mean every nation. I don't have a single level 10 one yet. So I can get my stamina bar up. My Monsat one's level 9. I think I only need like 6 or 7 more Animoculus to get it to level 10. And then I think Leeway's level 8. Inazuma's probably 5. I think Sumeru's only like 2. Just because you need so many. Alright, it should be back this way. There it is. The world opens itself before those with a noble heart. Sick. Wow, there's a lot of teleports here. I'm already seeing some underground ones, or well, I got underwater. I know how multi-layered works. Oh, so this is the new multi-layered map, though. That's really cool. Oh, look, all that's underwater. Dude, that's actually really sick. At first, when they had said it, I didn't really care about the multi-layered map, but that's actually really cool. Let's see. So you need 20 for level 2. That's not too bad. I think that's probably right about what Sumeru was. We're already getting world quests. Virgil. Chat, you want to see how behind I am on world quests and stuff? So first off, I have so many story quests left to do. And then I need to do my dailies. And then all these world quests. And that's like just the ones that I've picked up. There's so many still to be done.
Welcome to Palais Mermoni.
And I'll get to it probably never. Can I not? It's gonna make me take this, isn't it? Fine. There was a lift. That's how I was supposed to get up here. We need to take this one. Do. Give me 1 second. Welcome to the court of Fontaine. Do. Cool, let's go. Finally gonna get to see their performance at the Grand Opera.
Welcome to the Nadia line. I am Elfan. The boat will be departing imminently. Please do not stick your head, hands, or other body parts outside the boat. The Aquabus operator is not responsible for any accidents or injuries resulting from doing so. Also, please remember to buy the Steambird, though I don't read it myself.
Shameless plug.
The destination of the current tour is Arenias. Points of interest worth visiting include the Fountain of Lucine and the Opera Epiclese. If you look to the left in the direction we are currently traveling, you will see the famous Fontaine Research Institute up in the sky. An experiment gone wrong turned new sightseeing opportunity.
Oh, what?
Human ingenuity truly is a wondrous thing.
Yo, everybody gotta have something floating in the sky. Except Mondstadt did. But everywhere else has. Except, oh, maybe no, well, yeah, Sumeru's
We are
got
now approaching
the
our final
upside-down
destination.
pyramid
Please be
things
sure
that
to bring all
King
your
Death
personal
did.
belongings with you
But
as
yeah,
you
everyone
disembark.
but Mondstadt had something floating in the sky.
Even though
Blue
I
had
will
the Jade
take any
Palace.
forgotten items to the lost and
Inazuma had
found,
that
the
floating
paperwork
island
is
thing.
rather annoying,
The
as mousy
thunder
hands are not suitable for
manifestations.
grasping pens. Please be careful when disembarking. It has been my honor to be your tour guide this trip. Thank you.
A carrot. Really? We got a waypoint up here.
Water jet!
Interesting. There's a Hydroculus up here. And the waterfall, grab that. Guess we'll keep trekking forward. Oh, look at the puppy dog swimming in the water. There's a good puppy. There's a good puppers. Genshin, please add a pet dog function. Interesting. He's a good boy. This dog can't see nothing. Big old helmet on his head. Got a viewpoint.
Whoa! Now this is fancy! The Opera Epiclese. What a place to hold a performance! No wonder Linny and Lynette were looking forward to it. Huh. Looks like there's a lot of people standing around the fountain up ahead.
Oh, Archon, please bless us with a bright and healthy child. We pray.
I don't know why you always feel the need to ask so much. I'll be happy as long as our child is healthy and lives a peaceful life.
Also, the Hydro Archon does not care about your child.
I guess if they're our kid, then there's no doubt they'll turn out smart.
I wouldn't count your chickens before they hatch.
Maybe this is one of the customs in Fontaine. There sure are a lot of couples here.
Vache.
What's wrong?
Vache. Vache.
No, Paimon didn't say anything. Are you hearing things?
Welcome to the Fountain of Lucine. All the water flowing through Fontaine converges
What was that?
here. It's customary for newlyweds to come here and wish for children.
Lynette! You scared Paimon! When did you get here?
Lenny asked me to wait here for you, remember?
Right.
What do you mean? There are a lot of people here right now.
Chat. Hear me out here. What are the chances that that was the voice of the original Hydro Archon? I guess it could be an Oceanade. Or something like that. Or I guess that maybe the Hydro Dragon? Okay, hear me out here. What if it's an Oceanade? We're going to help them, and that's how we're going to end up having to go to court. Because I know that there was a falling out between most of the Oceanades and Fontaine because of the... basically, from what I understand, the new Hydro Archon has allowed the water to be polluted. Obviously, with it being a steampunk technological advance society. And she's allowed the waters to get polluted, which the Oceanades weren't happy with. So they had a falling out. And that's why the one Ocean AIDS is in Leeway, the one that you can fight for like Barber's Drop and whatnot. And the Hydro Archon sent assassins to kill them, you know, because she's not all right in the head. And that's why when you start that fight, she says, "Are you an assassin from my homeland?" So I wonder if that's what this is going to be about.
Hey, you're not trying to scare Paimon, are you? Besides, it's the middle of the day. It's not the time for eerie things.
I see. I might be able to tell you something that could help explain the voice you heard.
Or she's just going to explain it now.
You might not be imagining things at all. I suspect that what you heard is a result of your hypersensitivity to the hydro element. Others in my family have had similar experiences.
It's because of his sensitivity to the hydro element? But what would hearing a voice have to do with elemental power?
When do you cry, Paimon?
Wait, what? What does that have to do with anything?
Just answer me. When do you cry?
When you're sad, Paimon.
When Paimon's really
hard.
sad? Oh, and when Paimon's super happy. Oh, and also when Paimon's really, really scared.
Then you should understand that tears contain your most intense emotions. Like I just mentioned, the Fountain of Lucine is where all the flowing water in Fontaine converges. Even the tears that fall to the ground will eventually gather here. So maybe what you heard was the intense emotion coming from someone's tears.
Well, that was nothing of what I said. Cool. Glad I can be so wrong. Maybe not. Maybe.
So, what did the voice say? Huh. If you were hearing their emotions, then Paimon wonders what happened to them.
Rather than worrying about them, we should worry about my brother first. Don't let that calm look of his fool you. He tends to get pretty nervous just before a performance. So chatting with Linny might help him relax a little before he goes on stage.
Oh, right. That makes sense. Let's go in and see Linny.
Finally, we get to enter the Opera House. The thing we said we were going to do, I don't know, 50 minutes ago? My tummy has notified me that I'm hungry.
Traveler and Paimon, good to see you. I knew you two would come.
Are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it for the world. We've been looking forward to it.
I can tell, judging by how early you've arrived. But you're actually right on time. The audience still hasn't started entering the venue yet, which means now is the perfect chance for us to take you to the best seats in the house.
Yo,
Wait
my man
just a
got the hookup?
moment. I'll fetch the tickets. The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations. I've already reserved your seats, and here are your tickets.
You gotta set the
Front row
nosebleeds.
seats. Thanks, Linny.
Don't mention it. There's no need to keep thanking me.
Hey, Linny, could you come over here and take a look at this?
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there. That's Cal, my assistant, calling me.
Yeah, we'll just go to our seats. You go ahead, Linny.
I wish we could get a new outfit for the Traveler. Do, do, do. Oh, finally. We get to see the court. And who might that be?
Oh, these should be our seats. Come on, let's sit down. Hey, Traveler. Maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us. Since we're sitting together...
Yeah, that's your job, Paimon. We don't talk to strangers.
Of course you put this on Paimon.
Excuse me, I did not realize you felt awkward. I am terribly sorry. I would be perfectly happy to chat with you if that is what you would like.
Oh, so you heard all of that, did ya? Boy, you sure have good ears. Paimon thought she was keeping her voice down. Wait, that's not it. Paimon's... Sorry. Paimon's the one who was being rude, talking under her breath like that. So, let's talk, but, what should we talk about?
Paimon. You absolute buffoon, Paimon. You're embarrassing us.
Paimon's got it. You're also here early and sitting in the front. Are you a friend of Linny's, too?
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr. Linny would like to be my friend, I would be more than happy to reciprocate.
Oh, so
He's
you're
just as
not
bad.
friends with Linny, then. Oh, this is getting more awkward by the second. Paimon nearly forgot to make her introduction. Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Hello,
We just
Paimon
arrived
is
in
emergency
Fontaine.
food.
It is an honor to meet you two. I have heard of your deeds across Tevat.
Yeah, we are kind of a
And
big
as
deal.
required by proper etiquette, I will also introduce myself. I am...
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an honor it is to have you here to see my show.
That is not how I thought his name was
Mr. Linny.
pronounced.
I should say it is in fact an honor for me to see your performance in person.
Wait, Nervillet? Could he be...
Nervillet. That's not how I thought that was pronounced.
I saw you all chatting just now.
But Genshin does
it
pronounce
seems
name
you still
wrong.
don't know who Monsieur Nervillet
So-
is. Allow me to introduce you to
They say Dea's
Fontaine's
name
Chief
wrong.
Justice.
They say Nilo's
that
name
seat
wrong.
is always reserved for him. It wouldn't be too much to say that he's the symbol of justice and honesty here in Fontaine.
Whoa! Sorry for being so rude just now. Paimon had no idea you were such an important person.
No offense taken. Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work. Nearly every person has their usual reserved seat, so I'm not so special, really. And by the way, I should probably let you know, even though I would prefer not to.
Then don't.
There's someone sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose for
it's
quite
Miss-
a while now.
I think I'm better than
I
everyone
believe she
else.
is trying to give you a most elegant and impressive first impression.
Oh no,
So I think you
she
should take
did that
notice of her
already.
sooner rather than later. Otherwise, she may become flustered.
Interesting.
Huh? Oh, it's Farina, the Hydro Archon. Huh. She sure has a smug and satisfied look on her face. Guess she
Yeah.
has no idea that you saw right through her act.
I guess she has
Very
no
good. That
idea
is for the
that we
best.
are not
No need to pay
afraid
her
of her.
any more attention. We may now enjoy the show.
Huh? So is this what things are like between the Chief Justice and the Hydro Archon?
All right, please wait just a moment longer. I've pretty much finished my preparations, and the performance will start as soon as the audience has made their way to their seats.
Yay! The show's finally about to start!
I wonder if we're gonna see Arlecchino.
I've never seen a real live magic show before!
I wonder if
Ooh, they're dimming the lights! The show must be starting!
the scene we saw in the live stream was after this performance.
Sorry. Paimon will try to stay quiet.
Yes, please stop talking.
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epiclese. I am the star of today's show, Linny. And over here is my sister Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give her a warm welcome.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, she sounds so happy to be here.
I know she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign that she's nervous.
Whatever.
Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers performing magic is not true magic at all. So,
No one
I
thought
would like
that.
to take a moment to assure you that elemental powers will have nothing to do with what you will witness on the stage today. Both Lynette and myself have removed our visions for the show. That way, even the gods won't be able to help us.
Oh, good point. That's what makes the show real magic.
Now, without further ado, let the show begin.
Could have been
Lynette
fake
will
visions
now
if they
exit
handed
the
over.
stage to make some preparations.
Or they could
I
have
know you might
delusions.
miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage
They
momentarily.
are with
Perhaps
the-
in an
the
unexpected way. I'm sure she'll be stealing the spotlight soon enough. Oh, and before I forget, there's one more thing I should say. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye.
Sweet.
A magician's greatest skill is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless. Huh?
Oh, lit.
But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky. Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your
Interesting.
very eyes. It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully.
Oh,
With the lid on, even air can't
prop
escape.
failed.
An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do. Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
Interesting. That was it? That was the whole show?
What in the world just happened? How did he do that? Paimon didn't see him do anything. Wasn't Lynette inside the water tank? How did she disappear and then reappear out of nowhere?
Paimon, it's a magic show. Calm
If we
down.
could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still lacking. To appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting caught up in trying to see that which has been intentionally hidden.
Yeah, you tell her.
Guess you're right.
Nerves are
Paimon
wet.
couldn't believe her eyes when Lynette reappeared.
Thank you, everyone. I'm glad you enjoyed that performance.
That was the whole show?
But our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared even more astonishing surprises for everyone here. The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen. I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough. But Lynette is still my assistant after all. In which case, I have ample time to make all necessary preparations. So, for my next trick, I will require the participation of one lucky audience member. Please, if my assistants could bring out the magical boxes now. There are 2 boxes and only 2 boxes. One is here, and one is there in the aisle among the audience. I'm sure many of our clever audience members have already guessed our next magic trick. A swap! Our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. After 1 minute, we will each emerge from the opposite box. Now please, everyone pay very close attention to the box you see here. Don't give me any chance to make a move.
Wow! How's he gonna do this? Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks, or does Lenny have actual
Paimon like the worst
superpowers?
person to go to anything with, because she never stops talking.
The lucky audience member will be generated by this random number selector. It selects numbers entirely at random. Even I don't know who will be chosen to participate. Now then, let's begin. Let me see. Oh, row 7, seat 3.
Oh,
Congratulations! You now have the chance to experience magic firsthand for an entire minute. Please, come forward. My assistant will take you beside the magic box. I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable as possible. You don't need to do anything, but no matter what strange things may happen, don't come out of the box. If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up? You might even find yourself in the Fortress of Meropide.
Oh, okay.
She's like, why me?
All right. Before I enter the magic box, there is one more thing I need to ask the audience to do. Could you all give me a countdown? Like this. 60, 59,
You want us to count down from 60,
Just
homie?
keep counting down. You can go a little faster or slower if you like. I won't be able to see
59,
anything in the pitch
skip a
black
few.
box, so I'll be relying on your voices to
1.
know when time is up. Oh, and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a tough spot.
Nah, that's what I was thinking about doing.
Ooh, Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing him say that.
No, that won't do. I can see it in your eyes. You still can't be trusted. Let's practice together.
It's counting.
Come on,
We'll be fine.
repeat after me. 60, 59, 58.
60, 59, 58.
That's right, perfect. Keep it
Oh,
going.
is music about to be
All
lit?
right, I'll see you all on the other side once you've finished counting.
It's like some
54, 53,
Chris
52.
Angel alien music type stuff.
Counting, Nervalet.
I am counting in my head. I think things are exciting enough in here as it is. Merely a consequence
Also,
of my
he's
identity
the,
and
like,
personality.
head judge.
Do not worry about me.
Yeah, let's not
Just
bother him.
enjoy the show.
Oh, all right. You look so serious that Paimon thought you might be feeling uncomfortable or something.
Leave this man alone.
38.
He's gonna be seeing over our trial, probably.
Mr. Lenny, are you all right in there? Is everything ready?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just double-checking the direction of the magic. It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong places. For example, midair right above the audience.
Even though he's saying that, Lenny doesn't seem nervous at all.
I would never want to go to any show with Paimon.
What was that noise? Did
I can't stand it when people are constantly trying to talk to you during something.
Not sure. Anyway, it doesn't seem like anyone's worried about it.
25! 24! 23!
What's wrong, Mr. Linney? I can still hear you moving in there.
Hey man, shut up.
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it, but it's pitch black in here. I can't tell left from right.
Never mind the decorations. There's no time for that. The show is what's important.
No, that's unacceptable. I want my show to be perfect. Don't worry, we still have 20 seconds. Hear them counting?
19!
It'll be fine. It's been hot plot on.
It seems things aren't quite going as planned. I apologize, everyone. It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know it can be tiring to do such a long
Hey,
countdown.
you picked 60, homie.
10 seconds and change is still plenty of time.
10!
Almost there now.
Whew.
Swapping two people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait! Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again.
7!
Hey, slow down! Honestly!
5! 4! 3!
Whoops! That doesn't count!
0!
Ta-da!
Alright, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Wow, she's just not in the box. He just sent her off somewhere else. Oh, it's just gonna be Lynette in there. Oh!
What happened?
Bruh. She dead. We getting framed for this. I've been wrong on every prediction I've made so far.
Is this part of the show? Mr. Linney, you're going to use magic to fix the stage now, right?
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this
Dang,
isn't part
bro,
of the
I
show.
did not see that coming.
The girl was still in that box, right?
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one is allowed in or out at this time.
Oh no, she dead.
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the cause. But if this was all part of some scheme, then those accountable will not escape the judgment of the God of Justice.
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough.
Bum, bum, bum. Welcome to CSI Fontaine.
Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Cowell, one of the assistants in Linney's magic troupe. Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage. As of now,
Hey, if he
we are
was in the
still
box,
not
where's
sure
the
why
girl?
we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guest from the audience.
Right.
And after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found. It appears that this incident
Interesting.
was not merely some mishap with the performance. And there are many indications that it is connected with the case of the serial disappearances of young women.
Oh.
The serial disappearances case?
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned before.
Not looking good for your boy Lenny.
I know the truth. I can see through the whole thing. Really, using such a shallow and obvious mystery as his finale. Did he really underestimate us
I
that
feel like our
badly?
boy Lenny's getting framed
I
here.
say
though.
that our powerful magician, Mr. Linney, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
Huh? Why me? This whole thing was an accident.
Oh, this all occurred during your magic show, did it not? The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not? The deceased is one of your assistants,
I mean, I guess she's
now
making
that I think
a valid
about it,
point.
that whole speech about magicians making things disappear was nothing more than a provocation, a bald-faced challenge.
That can't be right.
Bald-faced I don't think I've ever heard that before.
He was in the box on the stage the entire time. We can even hear his voice. Besides,
Hi,
before
Munch.
the show, he told us
Quiet.
they would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearances. He couldn't possibly mean catching.
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Linney and his associates, and that you are pressing charges?
I just think that he... Well, I think it might be a little early to talk about formally pressing charges.
What is wrong with
But what
this?
Lady Farina said just now makes perfect sense.
She's like, I'll press
Looks
the
like
charges.
she's gonna personally deliver justice.
A kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show. Lady Farina said it all.
Are you not entertained?
I mean, of course, my dear people. But what excites me even more than the obvious truth before our eyes is the opponent I'll be facing. That's right. I mean you, Traveler.
Whoa,
You'll
whoa.
support Linny,
Whoa.
won't you? After all, he was the one who helped you the first time we met.
We just sitting in the front row trying to enjoy the show. I mean, I have no problem
There's
fighting
no
her
problem
though.
at all.
Give her some skibbity paps.
You know, the Traveler and I already had a duel the first time we met. But with Linny's
Had a
help,
duel.
our little duel ended in a draw.
I do remember you running scared.
But draws really are the most boring possible outcome. So, no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner
So were
and
we about to be this
loser.
man's lawyer?
And
This
what
what's
better
happening?
place to hold such a riveting showdown and decide the true victor than here, on the grandest of stages, the Opera Epiclese.
It wasn't a draw. She obviously lost last time.
I
You're right, Paimon, you're
understand.
right.
Charges have now been pressed, and as such, a trial is in order. Well, Traveler, seems Lady Farina has set you in her sights. But putting her dramatic rhetoric aside for a moment, I would like to ask you, are you willing to act as Mr. Linney's attorney and defend him in this case?
Yurt.
Very well. The
I've
trial will be
watched-
held a day from now in the
I've
Opera
watched
House.
Suits.
Both sides may
I'm a top-tier
investigate the scene
lawyer.
to build their cases and search for the truth. Linney and his
I
troop
knew
are
we
all
were going to be
potential
going to trial,
suspects
but this is
and shall
not
remain
how
within
I
the
thought we
Opera
were going
House.
to get there.
The audience may begin to leave in an orderly fashion once they have been cleared by the guards.
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of case this big shot Outlander can build in such a short amount of time. I'm really quite looking forward to hearing
I
it.
cannot wait to put this woman in her place.
Linny!
Sorry about everything that happened just now. Were you frightened?
Of course! Who wouldn't be scared after witnessing an accident like that?
That was not an accident, Paimon. That was a murder.
Yeah, I'm a little shaken up myself. How could this happen? And poor Cal. I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talking. Tell me, do you think I could possibly be the murderer?
It's hard to say, but since I am your legal representation, I will say no.
Good to hear. Thank you so much for trusting me. I'm sure everyone sees me as the biggest suspect at this point. But If you ask me, the whole thing is mysteries layered upon mysteries.
It's all hearsay.
Such that all that's left is confusion. I don't know whether what happened there on the stage was purely an accident or not. And I don't know why poor Cal was in the box. As for how that girl chosen from the audience could suddenly disappear, I'm afraid I don't have any answers either. If someone tampered with my performance, then we need to figure out what they did. Even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself couldn't pull all that off in just 1 minute.
True.
Which is precisely why we need to investigate. As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible.
No. Take it off, Pie-Man. Take it off. I want her gone.
Paimon bought them when we were reading at the bookshop in the city earlier. Pretty cool, huh?
How does she have a mustache?
Don't worry. Paimon used her own savings to buy them. It wasn't from our travel funds.
I think they look cute on you, Paimon.
My travel
You have
funds?
good taste, Lynette.
That's the right attitude. Feeling depressed isn't going to help me now. I need to get back to my normal self. But with the guards watching our every move, it's going to be especially difficult for Lynette and I to prove our own innocence. Good thing you agreed to be our attorneys. Thanks for that. We'll be counting on you.
Yes, thank you so much.
Just leave it to us.
Don't worry. I graduated from Harvard.
Since we're going to start investigating...
Oh, well... I'm afraid that would involve some of our essential trade secrets as magicians.
The secrets behind our magic are past saving, Linny.
Yeah, fool.
I suppose you're right.
You
The
could
truth
tell us
behind
the
our
truth,
tricks is going to be important evidence that will be
go down
weighted during the
for
trial.
murder.
'Tis truly a pity. As a magician, our magic show is a work of art. We've poured countless hours and spared no effort in perfecting it. But if revealing our secrets will help you uncover the truth behind what happened, then it will be well worth it. We should go somewhere else if we're going to discuss our magic tricks. We'll go speak with the guards, and in the meantime, you can go investigate the stage and the seating areas.
Alright, let's go have a look while the investigation teams are still here. Detective Paimon is on the case!
Bro, how long is she gonna wear the mustache?
Hello, officer. How's the investigation going?
I see. You must be the traveler that Lady Farina mentioned. Listen, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'd avoid getting mixed up in this whirlpool of a mess if I were you.
Huh? What do you mean?
Come with me and you'll see.
Come with me and you will see.
The deceased is one of Linny's assistants named Cal. Even though he hadn't joined the troupe long, he was hardworking and everyone generally liked him. The assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged. As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell and smashed the box with Cowell inside it. This is the real mystery. We've already searched the scene and were unable to find any traces of the girl. However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank were then burned by the pyrotechnics on stage, causing them to snap. All these factors lining up so perfectly makes it hard to see this as a mere accident. If anything, the more logical explanation is that the whole incident was intentionally planned, and Linny is the most likely person to have access to all these areas.
But he doesn't have a motive.
She's got
a
point.
Are you both good friends of his?
Well, you can't say we're good friends, but we've known each other for a little while.
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but even convince you to act as his attorneys.
To be fair, we didn't have a
there's
choice.
no such thing as magic. The real trick of a magician is holding the audience in the palm of their hand. I've seen a lot of cases, and I can tell you that people are the least reliable kind of evidence. Sorry, I tend to be pretty straightforward. Just know that I'm warning you for your own good. Anyway, you may investigate the scene of the crime yourselves if you're curious. Who knows, maybe you'll be able to come up with some new evidence.
Oh, cool. New item. Sick. Let's go. Interesting. Yes, I know. Thank you. Child's vision. There we go.
Whoever the murderer was, they must have made...
Oh,
Whoever the murderer was, they must have made... Why would it be him?
Interesting.
How strange.
This is really cool, chat. I was kind of hoping we could equip it, but... Yeah. Let's go talk to this lady.
The investigation team has
Sir,
some new
sorry.
findings. Turns out there's an issue with the random number selector after all.
See, I told you. What if the machine picked some big guy's seat? You think the murderer would have still made his move then?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Linny and Lynette with their side of the investigation. What were you saying about the number selector? There's something wrong with it?
You're trying to help them? That'll be a tall order.
But there's no challenge too big.
Lenny
for
used the
Ace
machine
Detective.
to pick a random member of the audience during his performance, right?
There's also
a lucky
Ace
girl
Attorney.
that later disappeared. Well, we thought there might be a serious problem with the machine, so we had it taken away for further inspection.
It turns out that the seat number it picked wasn't random at all. The machine picks that same number every time. I'm sure you already know that you have to make a reservation in advance to get a seat, regardless of whether it's a trial or some performance.
Yeah,
In
this
other
was a
words,
setup for sure.
Lenny knew who would be sitting where from the very beginning.
So I'm gonna
much
ask
checks
you
out.
to not make
Linny
assumptions that
reserved
my
our
client
seats for
knew.
us too.
That
That
just
it was
see why
rigged.
I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Lenny.
Yes, but as the Ace Attorney, I will save my client.
Even though it's bad for Linny's case, Paimon had better write it down.
It was used. Yep. Okay, so we still got one over here.
So this is the rope that broke and caused the water tank to fall.
It said that the rope was burned by pyrotechnics on the
pretty
stage, but I
durable.
honestly don't remember seeing any
Burned
pyrotechnics
through so
during the
quickly
show.
by fireworks. Why are you suddenly so serious, Traveler?
Because we're about to go on trial for murder. Not us, but our client. And take the stupid glasses off.
Whoa. Look! This bit is made from different material. Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left. Huh. So if a rope meant to hold
But who
something
would
was
wanna
made
set
with
up our
that kind of
boy Lenny?
material in it... Wait! Paimon should write all this down. Let's take notes.
Yes, make yourself useful. Special rope. This rope is used to spend one day and suddenly burn the fireworks on stage. Flammable. Now, why would there be just one section of the rope that's made out of a different material? That don't make sense. Oh, was that everything from the stage? I think it was. Nope.
Hello there. What are you investigating?
Oh, this location has also been cordoned off because the Magic Troop members are currently considered prime suspects. The investigation team is still collecting evidence. The seats were all booked in advance, so we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity by checking the guest list.
Smart.
Sure, it's not like this is confidential information. We will publish it later anyway when we petition the public to help us find the missing person. Her name is Halsey. She's a painter from Fontaine who's made a bit of a name for herself. Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the Opera House, but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately, which made her decide to come see the magic show. The Magic Troop members all claim not to know her. We have looked into her social connections. It seems that she has no personal grievances or conflicts of interest with the suspects. Simply put, she wasn't related to the Magic Troop at all, which matches the features of the previous serial disappearances.
Yeah.
Were the victims of previous cases also chosen at random?
That's how it seems to us, in any case. Apart from the fact that they were all young women of around the same age.
I don't think it's Lenny and Lynette. I definitely think they're being framed.
No need to be so formal. If you do happen to see the missing girl, please be sure to contact us.
I don't think it would be
most importance that we get to the bottom of these disappearances.
Sure they're working with her, it seemed like, but who knows? Alright, so 1 of 3. Done. Okay, I think we need to leave now. Or maybe it's still inside here.
Hey, you! Yes, both of you! Over here! I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now.
Huh? You mean us?
Nouvellette?
That's right.
No, that's the
If
judge.
I'm not mistaken, you're also among those who wish to
Navia?
cut down the thorns and
Nav-
pursue the
Navia?
truth. No.
Something like that.
And by the looks
Geo
of
lady?
it, you're not from Fontaine.
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula?
Nope.
From
not
mediating
once.
disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums, you name it, Spina di Rosula does it.
Yeah, they've had some
And
weird
I,
names in
Navia,
Sarkon Quest.
have the honor of being its
Yeah,
renowned
Navia.
president. Though those who play by our rules call me boss.
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to
well,
meet
you can call me tonight.
And I'm Melus. Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs are under my purview.
Huh? Boss? Demoiselle? What gives with the names?
Well, I am the second generation president. Malus and the others are still used to my previous title.
My apologies, Demoiselle. Should you prefer, boss, I will endeavor to use that instead.
No need. You don't have to call me boss. Just Navia is fine.
Navia.
Okay, if you say so. Not that we're members of Spina di Rosula anyway.
All merely trifling details. Never mind. Now, back to the situation at hand. That's right. I've always kept an eye on the serial disappearance cases. My interest stems from a matter back from my father's time. Judging from the look of things, I find Linny an unlikely mastermind.
Really?
Same.
We think so too. That's why we're looking for clues now. But how did you come to that conclusion?
Intuition, naturally. My unparalleled intuition. Farina sure was quick to point the finger at Linny without any decisive evidence whatsoever, wasn't she?
Yeah, I think she was doing that more to pick a fight with us.
But that's
Which
not
she'll
uncommon
lose.
for her.
If you remember, the Justice had to interrupt her and ask if she was pressing charges just to keep her from getting carried away. Anyway, a trial begins the moment someone levels charges. And, of course, there was no way Farina was going to back down in that situation.
Sounds more like you just don't trust the Hydro Archon.
Well, she was
Well,
kind of...
What's your opinion? I must admit that she can be in. All right, I've answered your question. Now,
She's kind
it's
of
time
a
you answer mine.
narcissist.
Wait a minute, did that answer count?
Well, I say it does. But don't worry, you won't hear any pointless questions from me. In your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an opera?
No.
Well?
And why would that be? See, Silver and Malus? I told you they'd be different.
We got
Most
that dog
astute
in us.
of you, demoiselle. I too think that the traveler's response was most excellent. No matter how wonderful the script or how fervent the audience's expectations may be, the trials that go on stage here must be based in fact. And if that can be done, boss, then...
All right, that's quite enough, Malus. Anyway, I like your answer. You passed with flying colors. Now, I need to make some preparations, following which our joint investigation shall commence. You two shall be my assistants.
Wait! Since when did we become assistants?
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't remember
well,
agreeing to that.
I can be the assistant, sure. Or your companion, if you like. I'm really not that fussy.
That's more like it.
Far be it from me to brag, but I believe that Demoiselle's intuition will be instrumental in uncovering the truth. You wish to save a friend from false accusations, and we wish to unravel the disappearances. In this sense, our goals are aligned.
You have a point. Huh. You're quite the talker, aren't you, mister? And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you've got something on your mind.
Where's the side of his glasses?
I have nothing to add.
Oh, alrighty
Such
then.
wonderful insight.
We'll be making some preparations first. Just be sure to let us know if they start revealing Lenny's tricks. Thanks!
I'm assuming we need to go upstairs. Wait, isn't this where we came up? I'm sorry. Am I missing something? Where are we supposed to be going?
Why would it be? Gosh, no wonder the serial disappearances never got solved. Whoever the murderer was, this rope was obviously tampered with. People needed to register and reserve a seat for the show. That, combined with this number selector, could...
Sorry, but no one can freely enter or exit the Opera House at the moment. If you wish to leave, you must register your identity with us first.
No, we're not leaving. We're representing Linny and Lynette as attorneys, so we're investigating the case. Were you always guarding this entrance?
Yes, after the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming in or out must undergo a strict inspection. So, the missing girl couldn't have left from here. At least, not from that point on.
But you could have before.
I doubt there was much opportunity then, either.
How can you be so sure,
Well, because I was in charge of security near the entrance at that time. I couldn't see Linny's performance from here, which was quite a shame. Just my luck.
All you missed was a murder.
But still, I did not abandon my post, and I stayed put no matter how loud the applause was. If someone had so much as even approached the door, I would have noticed it, let alone if they had tried to leave. We Melusines are good at that sort of thing, you know.
So, it's safe to say the girl couldn't have left through here. Alright, thank you for your help. This will be useful info.
To the opposite house, no one left it in the metro. Yep. Alright, that's 2. Now we need to go this way. This is your suspect?
I see that you're investigating the area. Well, it just so happens that I'm interested too. If you find any new and interesting leads, be sure to share them with me, alright?
Or no?
We don't have too many thoughts yet.
Then why don't I tell you my hypothesis first?
Here's a voice actor, so
the way I see it. And I'll start it with that loud
other
thud.
characters.
The thud? Oh, you mean the sound that happened during the countdown?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, exactly. It wasn't terribly loud, but I suspect that most people heard it.
I feel like I've heard his voice.
It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Linny's trick with bated breath, so no one paid it much mind. But now that the incident has happened, the thud has become an important clue.
That
That's a
makes
good point.
sense. So, what do you make of it?
I'm of the opinion that it may have been the sound of Linny's accomplice, Lynette perhaps, jumping atop the water tank or something like that. And when the pyrotechnics went off, she cut the rope, sending the water tank crashing down.
But wasn't the noise we heard too loud for that?
Hear me out.
Perhaps the
None of
balance wasn't right, leading to a particularly rough landing. Oh, that's true.
Yeah, you might
I
be kind of dumb.
suppose I must reconsider.
That does remind Paimon, though. What was with that sound?
Yeah, it was a loud thud.
We've checked everything of note here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Linny's discussion with the guards is going.
Probably not good.
Understood. Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
You may spare the pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
You've arrived. Who's this?
Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower. Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Call me Navia. I'm a partner of theirs, and will be helping investigate this whole situation. And these are my companions. Would you mind if they join as well?
I mind.
Fine by me.
Oh, new helpers? I would be most grateful.
Well, let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on such a large scale.
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box, prepared specifically for this switcheroo trick. But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here?
Let's see.
I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
balloons and other decorations here? Where did all that go?
True.
Good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
The back? You mean the inside of the door? What's different about it? Paimon didn't notice anything.
Very good indeed. I thought you might not be able to catch that, given that you were sitting in the first row. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get?
There's another box inside this one.
Exactly. All right, let's
Interesting.
go. I'll tell you how it works as we head down.
Oh, so there was a passageway under the magic box!
I knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as you saw this place. The 2 magic boxes are positioned right above the 2 entrances of the tunnel. See this flatbed trolley? The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face in the right direction.
I see.
Interesting.
So that's the purpose of the box inside another box.
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley, all while the outer box would remain on stage as if nothing had ever changed.
So that's how you did it!
Oh, hey, let's calm down.
Once
Paimon.
the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here, with which it would complete the rest of the steps. The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
Right! You were talking that whole time, and you even came out for a moment near the end!
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect. My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that ladder.
And what about Lynette? Where was she?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Oh, interesting!
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines with the assistant. And, by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who.
You have different eyes, though. I feel like I would have
my
noticed
favorite
that.
part of this trick. Only Lynette and I can perform it.
So that's how it all worked! Wow! Every detail you revealed was more amazing!
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on the trolley could finish ascending. And then I walk out of the other box in the audience area, and the trick would be complete.
Would,
The
yes.
operative word here being would. But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. She, on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
We really don't know how that happened.
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. I probably never would have figured out how you pulled it off. And yet, to think that someone was able to use this magic trick to commit a crime. Could we have a look around? I think we can come up with some more leads.
This is the scene of the crime, so Linny and Lynette are not permitted to stay here. I'll escort them back up.
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now. I won't disappear into thin air, you know.
Thanks, everyone. We're counting on you.
Interesting.
Oh, these are the clothes that the lady chosen from the audience was wearing, right? Her clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
Right! And do you really need to do that if you're kidnapping them?
I mean, no, not really.
Ugh, this is so confusing. Paimon doesn't want to be a detective anymore.
Huh. Do. Let's use this to execute their plan. Ah, they definitely could have escaped through here.
It seems someone could fit through here.
Huh. Could this have been the suspect's escape route?
That's what I was thinking. It's a definite
Alone,
possibility.
perhaps. But if they had to pull another person with them, the space would be too narrow.
But there are no other ways in or out of here. Oh, you're right! Let Paimon write that down.
Looks like we... I was gonna say got everything, but apparently we did.
What's this?
Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope.
It's a grappling hook.
There's all kinds of odds and ends here.
Perhaps it was a prop for a different trick. But why would it have been left here?
Whatever it is,
I wouldn't
let's
have
make
been
a
left
note
here.
of it first.
Hook rope. Oh, maybe this was what
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
the loud noise
Speaking
we
of
heard.
which, why would there be water here?
Oh, Paimon knows! It's one of those tricks where you pour water into a jug and then flip the jug over only for the water to disappear. And here's a broken vase. Huh. Did the trolley knock it down while moving?
That can't be. The trolley moves along tracks from start to finish. It couldn't have hit the vase at this distance.
Let's note this down too and think about it later.
Broken flower vase.
Seems we're just about done investigating down here.
Yes, let's head back up.
I got one more thing. Yeah, looks like we got everything. Return to the surface.
Well, we've ascertained the state of the crime scene. Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Malus returns. Seems to me that there are several things that don't add up here.
Definitely.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the odds of that are very
Yeah,
low.
it'd be too hard to
since
take
the
a
vent
kidnapped
leads to the
person
upper
through
house's basement. The guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or after the incident, and no one was found hiding there.
How did they escape
Like
with a kidnapped
chamber
person?
then. You know, like the kind you usually see in novels.
The plot thickens. Halsey's disappearance and Cowell's death are both quite inexplicable.
And why did they
No
leave
wonder
her clothes
Farina was so
behind?
confident in her accusation. All the
certain what
current
the
evidence
importance of
points
that
toward
was.
Linny and Lynette.
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld unless we make some considerable progress.
Don't worry, I'm a great lawyer.
Charges and then trial. So if the charges are upheld, they'll announce a sentence?
That's how that works, Paimon, yes.
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief Justice and the Oratrice will hear statements from both sides.
I feel like
That's
that was
right.
explained to us already.
This is how indemnitium is produced. The statements from both sides, the defenses from attorneys, witness testimonies, and even the audience's emotions will all be projected on the Oratrice. To put it
I feel
simply,
like that's not
it's as
a
if the
safe way
Oratrice
to
has
be.
its own will, and is a judge in its own right.
This also precludes any kind
welcome
of
back,
favoritism
Andrew.
on the part of the Chief
Yo, this
Justice.
Archon quest has been lit.
Not that this has ever happened, anyway.
Once both sides have finished speaking, the Chief Justice will make his final decision. This, too, will be then, finally, the Oratrice will be consulted by officials. The result it returns is the will of justice itself.
Yeah, we can't be letting some machine decide who's guilty or not. That's not okay.
In practice, there is very little difference. Both have always come to the same judgment, which is why people have great faith in the Chief Justice. Ah, yes, the guards also asked me to convey that none of us will be allowed to leave this place before the trial.
Oh, great, we're stuck here. Now we're being held
Because we've
hostage.
chosen to act as the twins' proxies. That makes us persons related to the case.
I'm just a
They're
lawyer.
concerned that we might be colluding with outside parties, or that we might find outside help to disrupt the case. And even if that were not so, it could prove problematic if we happen to spread key information about the case ahead of time.
I also
I'm
feel
ready
like
to break
it's
out at
limiting
any
us. Oh, okay, sir, calm down.
Whoa, whoa, there's no need for that.
I feel like we can't get all the information if we're stuck here.
Are they providing food?
Why does she always only
Of
care about
course.
food?
I just hope you don't mind the lack of options. I'm afraid that catering to all tastes is not in the cards, nor is any guarantee of balanced nutrition.
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together here. Pity. I was hoping to take you to try some of Fontaine's famous desserts, too.
Hey,
I
we
mean,
can-
what
we
better
can-
way to
we can
properly
still
think
do
through our
that.
findings than over some tea and sweets?
Huh. Breaking out suddenly doesn't seem like such a bad idea after all.
I know, right? Now is not the time for food. Although I am starving.
Paimon will still do her best, even if there are no snacks.
Oh, but there's a snack right in front of us.
What do you mean, no snacks? Of course we'll have snacks. If we cannot buy some, then we'll simply make some.
Huh? Here? But how?
Understood, mademoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
Hey, you know what I'm
You're
about.
carrying a portable stove with you?
Yes, I must be prepared to meet the demoiselle's baking needs whenever the fancy strikes her.
This man just carries
I have
a
eggs,
stove?
sugar, and almonds at the ready.
Good work, you two. Then I'll get to it. Please sit tight for a moment. You'll get to taste my awesome
Oh.
snacks soon enough.
Oh, you just noticed?
We are quite the interesting group.
Oh, bro, that's her detective get up. Detective Paimon's on the case.
And Paimon thought it smelled good while it was
Yeah,
still
why-
in the oven.
Why do
Oh,
those
it's
look
even
like the
better
things,
now. Paimon can't
the
stop
like
dreaming.
flavored colored Krabby Patty looking things that
These two guys carrying
SpongeBob
all
made?
that stuff around? Paimon thought you'd have them do more during the baking process.
Yeah, for real. Literally, we do everything.
By yourself. Beating the egg whites, grinding almonds, everything.
I was applauding.
And I was giving encouraging smiles.
Ay, ay,
I was just thinking, aren't you worried about getting your fancy dress dirty beating egg whites and baking like this?
Well, I don't think it's carved in stone anywhere that fancy ladies can only read books, sip tea, ride horses, and play
Amen.
the piano. I just really enjoy making snacks. Don't underestimate beating egg whites, by the way.
It's beautiful.
It's a real arm workout. You also need to beat them to just the right consistency, or your macarons will crack. Anyway,
I know,
give these
right?
a try.
The
Fresh out of the oven.
clapping
There's
is
3
quite
for each of
hilarious.
us.
Only 3?
Well, eating too many sweet treats might send all that sugar to your head. You wouldn't be able to think clearly about the case on a sugar rush, would you?
Tea is ready to be served as well. This is Demoiselle's favorite. Strong black tea with a floral fragrance that clears the mind and lifts the spirit. No need for concern. I'm merely doing as I should.
All right then. Down to business. As Paimon mentioned previously, the tunnel seems to be something of a secret chamber. However, we can assume that Linny and Lynette were not
Right?
alone within it. Some criminal
Just
also
like a
occupied its
slightly
sealed confines.
bigger version.
The magician twins could have committed the crimes, of course, but they lack any logical motive.
Exactly. Why
They're
would they
being
do such a
framed.
thing
My
right
client
when
is
everyone
innocent.
was watching?
The flower vase and the thud we heard during the performance could indicate some altercation between Halsey and the criminal in the tunnel,
Oh,
resulting in the
absolutely.
shattering of the vase, the discarding of her clothes, and her abduction.
Yes, why
the
did they
criminal
take off
thought
her
that since she was
clothes? That
chosen
wasn't
from the
necessary.
crowd, she would be too easy to identify if she was still wearing the same clothes.
Oh, makes sense,
Thinks
makes sense.
that makes sense, but the real trouble is...
True. None of the clues we found thus far support the existence of this third person.
I know, dude.
But
Her little
only people
mustache
left to
glasses
consider
things are killing
are
me.
both technically victims. Whether it's the missing girl, Halsey, or poor Cowl.
Huh. Could Halsey have secretly made modifications
You missed it
to
right
the
after you
magic
left,
house
though. But
in order
we
to
got
murder
some
Cowl before
really
making her
cool
escape?
backstory for Child, and an interesting development. This
That's
Archon
right.
quest has been
And
really
even if
good
she
so
had
far.
tampered with the setup,
Well, it's a
she would need
lot.
to understand the
like
entire
Sumeru, it's a
trick
lot
to
of
pull it
dialogue,
off.
but like we're getting
Nor
some
does
really
she have
cool stuff.
any motive. The guard said that she has never had any dealings with the magic troop's members.
Were we not thorough enough in our search?
I don't know. I did a pretty good job. And what's
From
this
the sound
weed?
of things, this is turning into an impossible case. Your macarons are amazing, though, Navia. They smell great. They're nice and crisp and
Bro, I
super
love some
sweet.
big macaroons.
They are my specialty, after all. And I see you've already had 5 of them.
What? 5? Oh, that can't be right. Paimon only counted 3. Honest.
But Paimon, you can only count to 3.
Please don't worry about it. At my age, a few less sweets might actually be a good thing.
Sounds good.
No. Being greedy is one thing,
I'll
but
be
Paimon
on.
knows how to count. Besides, Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough.
Yeah, everyone knows how much you love eating Paimon.
You don't believe Paimon? How could you? If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons, then may they turn into stone in her stomach.
It'd be hilarious if
All
she just
right, we
instantly
get it.
fell to the ground.
Well, I suppose one of us might have gotten too engrossed in our chat and eaten them by mistake. No big deal. Malus, set up the stove again, if you would.
Yes. Chop chop,
What are
sir.
you doing?
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course.
Bro, they be pronouncing stuff really weird in Genshin.
Exactly. We don't want to trouble you.
As you wish, demoiselle.
And I have the egg, sugar, and almonds.
Well, this really is your hobby, huh?
Well, that's it for snack time. I'm going to have another look around the area. I don't know what we're looking for yet, but we've still got some time. As attorneys, I suggest the 2 of you think the case over again. It would be awkward if you got all tongue-tied on stage during the trial.
True. She got a valid
Thanks for
point.
your help and for the snacks.
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Malus, it's time to go. I'll be back if I find anything new.
Probability of a third person being involved. But if there's not a third person involved, that means our clients are guilty, which I don't think is
Time to put
true.
our heads together. We've got to get our defense ready for the trial.
Okay.
Oh, it's probably gonna be a long and difficult case. There's no point in worrying about that now. We just need to prepare. Here, take Paimon's notes. They should help you review the situation.
Paimon's notes.
Whoever the murderer was, they
Okay,
must
so we
have
got
made
everything.
proper. This is probably a prop too. Oh, looks like it could hook onto a lot of things, like the traveler's fishing rod.
Mm-hmm.
This flower vase is probably a prop for the show, but it also could have been used in the crime. Paimon doesn't get this at all. You think about it for a bit, traveler. Why would it be? We all heard that noise, didn't we? The performance would not have been visible from where the doors were guarded.
Oh, we missed two things in the
If
summer?
Paimon were on duty, she would have snuck back into the audience seating.
And one thing.
Well, there was
Or I
no
guess
chance
maybe we
Paimon
didn't
could have
miss it,
seen
we
that
just
the
haven't
box had
got it
2
yet.
layers. And that's why only the 2 of them can perform this trick. There was no third person. And Paimon didn't eat more than 3 macarons either.
Oh, she totally ate more than 3.
Digging a tunnel just for a magic trick? Whew, that must have been a lot of work. That size wouldn't have been a problem for Paimon.
Interesting. Alright, we can't leave here, I don't think. Well, maybe we can, because we can teleport to here. Oh, I got one in Dragon Spot, and that's unfortunate. Okay, chat, I am starving. I have not eaten today yet, and it's already after 11. So I think I'm gonna call it here, so I can go get some food and run a couple errands, and then I'll probably be back on again later. I don't know, probably 3-4 o'clock-ish, something like that. And if not, definitely won't be a stream tomorrow 'cause I'm busy, but Friday, yeah, might be another stream Friday for sure. If not, another one later today. So see y'all in a some amount of time. Deuces. I hope you all have a good rest of your day. I'll see you later today or Friday. Bye.